let's do some gun takeaways. All right, so we got a Glock. Show everybody the damn Glock's unloaded, so we'll have all the crybabies. Nothing in there. Is there a magazine in there? No magazine. Lock the bolt to the rear for me. Ooh, it's scary. Show me the bolt. Good. Let the bolt go forward and pull the trigger. Okay. All the safety Sally's happy. Oh, it's loaded. It could be dangerous. Shut up, you big freaking pansies. All right. So, let's look at some gun stuff. So he's going to be pointing a gun at me. He'll be crying. But he had a loaded gun and he could have got him. Yeah, he could have got him mixed up. He's a freaking idiot. He's got the gun that's unloaded. Alright, so he's going to point a gun at me, and there's a couple gun takeaways that you can do. Now there's a lot of variations to this. I'm showing you some techniques that will work. There's other ones. If you practice one and you get really proficient, you're going to want to go to that one. And that's great if it works out that way. But knowing multiple ones kind of puts more toolboxes in you can go. So go ahead and point the gun at me, point it at my head. Okay, so he's got, most bad guys are not going to keep their finger off the trigger. If a bad guy points his gun at you, his finger's going to be on the trigger. He's kind of got muscle memory not to do that. I don't really want to break that for this video, but if his finger's in the trigger when I do this technique, I can break his finger. It's worse. So there's several techniques I can go from here. There's one that I can just duck down and I go up, and that keeps me out of the path. So if the gun fires, great. I'm still out of the path. I've got his hands. I've got the barrel. I've got good contact with a whole bunch of areas that I can strike. So just getting the gun off of you is always step one. Point the gun at me. Again, it's at me. I come down and low. Even if you want to pull the trigger shot, I might get burnt, but this is going to keep me out. Again, I can come in here, elbow, jaw, nuts, knee. I can do all kinds of things when I go here. I want that gun off me before I do anything. Ideally, I want this gun off me, him to shoot or distract or push so I can get my gun out and take my double taps or triple tap or empty my gun. Okay, so everybody's like, most people don't hold the gun at the chest. Go ahead and hold the gun. That's not normal. Most people aren't going to hold a gun like this on somebody. They hold it at your face. So it puts it right at face level, which is really better. Because now I've only, exactly, that's what they'll do, that's perfect. Do that shit, man. If he does that, I can really come over here. Now I got the barrel of the gun. Dude, I can twist and just rip that right out of him and break his finger. But I digress. That's not what I'm saying. So he's got, normally it's the head, and that's good. Why? Because it's smaller and I got less room to move. If my head's here, I've only got to move this much. If my head's here, I only got to move this much. If I bring it down, obviously I'm bringing it to my center line. That's not a good move. So no technique is going to bring the gun down on you. That's not a good technique. It's either got to go up, left, or right, and whatever way it goes, I'm going the opposite. If the gun goes up, I'm going down. If the gun goes left, I'm going right. Gun goes right, I'm going left. Left, right, whatever. I don't know if it's correct if I did my left, his left. So that's the first thing. Now, when you grab a gun, there's different philosophies. I like grabbing the gun. So if this gun's up here, I would rather grab the gun. But Rick, what happens if he fires it? Well, then I'll get burned a little bit. But I will cause a jam. I know it's an automatic. When he fires his gun, that round is not ejecting. That means I got a good probably 5 to 10 seconds, because most people don't practice reloads and clearing. I got 5 or 10 seconds to say, take your empty freaking gun while I put holes in you. Perfect. Works out. So I like grabbing a gun. We were taught to grab the hands. And then we have these wrist control points that we have. So it's a lot harder for him to do something. Plus, if I get under here, I still have the wrist. Take out elbow, eyes, thumb, whatever I want to do. Groin, leg, shin, foot, so I can do a whole bunch of things. Ideally, what I can do is give him a good twist one way to the other way, come around, trap, and then he goes to ground. So there's a lot of takedowns that you can do with a gun. And again, man, I was teaching this 10 years ago. So when I was teaching it every day and doing it and correcting everybody, I had a lot more finesse in the teaching. But I'm just kind of giving you the basic, because it's all, the more you see these, the more it's like, makes sense. Get out of the way of the gun, hold the gun, don't point the gun at you, slap the baton, twist the baton, get it underneath, trap the knife, don't let him do it, shoot underneath the hand. I can do all those things with a gun or knife to anybody, because they're all interconnected. Once you start working with the body and twist and all that, you figure out all these things work different ways. That's why when we start, we usually start on stretching. And I'll show some stretching in the next video. So now that's for a forward gun. And again, as long as I get out of the way, there's quite a few things I can do. If I grab that gun and I grab it, I can go up, I can distract, kick, strike, spin, twist, bang on his hand, bite. I can do whatever I want, especially after he fires and the gun's empty. Because somebody's going to say, what happens if you don't have a gun? You know what? You do have a gun. You got his gun. So now you've got to hang on to it or get it away from him. But now that you're in a fight, most people don't want to abandon their grip. They are not going to abandon that grip to fight. So if you got one hand, and once this round's fired, man, I got some great striking opportunities to just start driving into his TMJ, nose, forehead, eyes, poke, whatever. There's all kind of things I can do, because most people are not going to go, let me let go of one hand so I can defend myself or hit you. You got both his hands here, you're opening up his face, neck, throat, all his groin, all the areas that you need.
Now, is it too much of a risk to grab with your opposite hand and as you have that up, pull, and fire?
No, you could do that. I mean, if I wanted to grab over here and then go for a fire, I could do that. The problem with that movement is you've got two hands on here, he's going to be stronger than me. So the odds of him ripping away might be high.
Okay.
So, if he knows what he's doing, if you do a twist on me, if somebody grabs your gun barrel, no, do a twist. Force.
Oh, okay.
Now twist into me. I ain't holding on that gun. So the same thing that works for the baton works for the gun. If you grab that gun, you can do the twist, you can do the jab far. Same thing, somebody grabs your gun. Put your gun out. Oh, hang on, I gotta do this. Oh. I'll check it again because he might have loaded it. Yeah, he might have loaded it. Somebody will be out there. You didn't clear it! Yeah, I saw him stick a freaking bullet in here. Alright, so he's got the gun. I want you to grab my gun, either one or two hands. How are you going to try and take it? You're going to pull forward. I can do the same thing I did with the baton. Drop low and drive that barrel straight up and shoot his freaking hand off or shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
So, same thing is that's why all these moves are connect. Grab my gun again. I can do the same thing with the baton. I can twist and go in a circle. He ain't hanging on. It doesn't take that much. I've got leverage. Hang on tight. Hang on tight. Freaking pussy, hang on tight. Ain't gonna happen. He's a pretty big dude. Ain't all muscles, all fat, but he couldn't bitch that. I was like bitching that. He couldn't. So, the gun is the same as the baton. Again, everything in tactics usually interweave to cause that spider web of tactical knowledge or tactical know-how. So if you understand how to do things without a weapon, then when you incorporate a baton, knife, or gun, you still have the same concept. So let's do the back. Oh, that's a takeaway. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing a fence. Okay. So if he's got me at the back of the head, I always want the gun touching me because I know. It's hard to tell whether he's got it at the center of my back or at my head. And when I turn, I want to know if he's got it at the center of my back, my elbow is going to be lower when I turn to block that gun. If I think it's at my back and I go here, I'm screwed. So I have to know where that gun's at. Most people will push you, hey, move over, you'll know it. If you look at any video of actual shooting, if somebody has a gun on somebody, they always, especially non-tactical dudes, touch the gun. As a cop or a tactical person, never touch your gun to the person. Yeah. Don't do that. But crooks don't understand that. They want to, hey motherfucker, get over here, and they're pointing a gun at you and they're close. Perfect. I love it. Now I know where the gun's at. So he's got the gun behind my head. If it's not touching me, I go, dude, hey, don't move. Okay, man, what are you doing? Now I know where it's at. I can feel it on my hair. I can touch it. Now I know when I turn, my hand is going to be up here high to move the gun. And again, if I turn this way, the gun's going that way, I'm going this way. And it should happen quick. And I'm going to run around and trap that elbow. So, again, you have to realize what you're doing. Now I'm going to go the other way. He's got the gun up high. He's touching. No. I'm coming this way. Main thing I want to do is this. He's going to try instinctively to come back on me. And when he does, that's when I want to be able to trap that wrist. And the trapping looks like this. Stand up like this. So here's what the trapping looks like. Block, and then I'm just going to slide my hand down and trap. If I want to do hands, if I want to use this hand while I'm trapping to hit that TMJ, he'll probably go down. If I want to hit the bridge of his nose with a backhand fist, he's probably not going to be able to see. His eyes are going to tear up. Then I can go to some gun takeaway, hang on to this, reverse lock, knee, etc. But I want to get, you're going to notice a common theme in the baton, knife, and gun. It's always about trapping. I want to control the weapon. I want to control the hand that holds the weapon, but I want to control the weapon. On the baton, I want to control it so I can circle it. I want to control so I can push-pull, so I can drop down and shove up. On the gun, same way. You want to control the weapon on the other person has. Let's see. So we did the back. And again, once I get here, if he's low back, I'm coming here. Same thing. Wrap, and I'm controlling. I'm getting that wrist lock. Other hand's free. Knees are free. These are called distracting blows. He's not going to be thinking about pointing the gun at me when his ear and TMJ is getting pounded. These are bottom palm heel strikes, bottom fist strikes. Talked about that on knocking on doors. I don't knock on doors like this. I knock on doors bottom fist, palm heel. They're tougher, they don't break, they don't bruise, and when you hit somebody, you're not going to tweak your wrist like you do when you hit with knuckles. These are the strikes. Palm heel, bottom fist. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Once I get this gun in one hand, palm heel, bottom fist, backhand, clavicle, knee, whatever I want to do. If I want to bang on his fingers and let go of the gun, then come up with an elbow, just come in and twist. Whatever I need to do, I want to control that gun and start maximizing my damage to his critical area. Eyes, ears, throat, nose, all that shit right up there. That's what I want to target with those strikes. So I think I did both sides on that, did I? So this side is here, and grab. The other side is here. Again, when I'm going this way, I'm moving this way. If I stand straight and do this, I'm going to get shot. So when I move, it has to be a very quick, I'm out of the line of fire. Point at the gun, point at the camera, so I can do it here. Point at the center of my back. You're going to notice when I hit this, I'm out of the way very quickly. I'm not in the way. Even if he's shot, I'm out of the way because I'm moving and I'm pushing the gun the other way. I'm going to go this way now. Very, very quickly. And again, even if I miss and I don't grasp, what happens if he backs away? You know what? Shit happens. I either go for my gun, I stay on that gun, I grab the gun, I go for the palm heel, eyes, rip, stick my fingers in his eyes, whatever I need to do, distract, stay in the fight, stay on the aggressive. Alright, so there's a couple gun takeaways. I'll do that in another one. I'm standing there all nice and pretty. Stand up, soldier! Look tough! Alright, we'll end it there.